Good morning. After all the waiting, after all the hype, we're actually here at Epic Universe. You can see the Kronos in the background. And it's about an hour till the park opens. We're here for early park admission, and we're here early. So the plan today, we're gonna get in there, we're gonna get on Stardust Racers, I think right off the bat, check out Nintendo World, and I can't wait for the Dark Universe. So we're gonna have a great adventure today. Come along, let's have some fun. We are walking under the Kronos for early park admission. We picked the slowest line though. It was a little of a struggle to get through security. Now I think most of the people are going to be going left over to Mario World. We're going to go right. We want to go check out the Stardust Racers first. Let's look at this beautiful view over here. You got the Helios Grand Hotel in the distance. Beautiful artwork. The Atlantic restaurant over there to the left, or Atlantis, I forget exactly what it is. And they're taking some pictures over here, so we'll bring it back when we get over by Stardust. And there's the portal to Isle of Berk. We'll be back there a little bit later. It doesn't open till 9. Now it's just barely 8 o'clock and there's already people queued up. And here's Stardust Racers. We're on our way there right now. The big dueling coaster. All right, rolling with the punches a little bit here. Stardust has a technical delay. We stood in line for a little bit, but it didn't look like they were running some test carts yet. So we're gonna make our way over to Dark Universe and check that out. Monsters Unchained only has about a 10-minute wait, and I'm really excited about that one. So heading up to Darkmoor. This is gonna be our first portal, the Dark Universe. And I think our first ride is gonna be Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment. So here we are, it's our first portal, the Dark Universe. Looks amazing. A lot of dark energy. Can't wait to find out what's inside and what's waiting for us here. Remember, this chain's not to keep us out, it's to keep something in. Looks like there have been some recent escapees. This one's too big for me, I think. Okay. Something definitely escaped out of there. Now this is a neat little Easter egg over here from the original Frankenstein movie back in the, I think it was the 30s, a long time ago. But this was the little girl that he actually threw into the lake. Yeah, he wasn't that good of a monster. But we're gonna head into Darkmoor now. We're gonna go check out the Frankenstein Experiment, and we'll check out the queue, and we'll see you guys soon. So here's Frankenstein Manor, the ride building for the Frankenstein Experiment. There's the werewolf. Small little family coaster with a little bit of a spin to it. Well, that's cool. All right. And there's the Burning Blade windmill. Everything feels so real and alive here. It's alive! We're not having a very effective rope drop today. Pretty much everything is delayed. So we're gonna try our luck at Isle of Berk. We'll go check out that portal. We, my friends, have dragons!
Where did you get on it?
All right. I love all the details and the screens in these portals. I feel like there's gonna be a dragon flying by any second now. I could be wrong. Ooh. So this is Burke, the best kept secret this side of, well, anywhere. Granted, it may not look like much, but this wet head of a rock packs more than a few surprises. So settle in and let your worries melt away. I can read. Okay, there's dragons. There's dragons. We're gonna find dragons. The thing, it looks just like the movies. Unbelievable. It's like you've just been melted away and you're in the movies. So just got off wing gliders. First ride we're actually able to get on. It was actually open. And man, I'm in love with Isle of Burke so far. I gotta tell you, I don't want to give spoilers, but the animatronics and the storytelling on that ride, it rivals Hagrid's. It might be my new favorite, not intense roller coaster, if that makes sense. But wow, the ride was great. The storytelling was great. The soundtrack. I'm kind of in awe of what I just did. It brings me back to those vibes of the first time I ever rode Hagrid's. And just the immersion here in Burke, it's unbelievable. Oh, wow. Dragons everywhere, got Vikings. I can't think of his name, but the blacksmith over here. I know this is where Hiccup used to work before he became a dragon flyer. I don't know that dragon's name. I'm gonna call him Pudge because he reminds me of my dog at home who likes to sleep and snore. And here's Fire Drill. Now you're gonna get wet if you do this one. It's a hot day, so I might risk it for the biscuit, just so we can try everything, get a little wet, ride in the pirate ships. It looks really cool though. I'm just blown away by Burke. I know I've seen a few videos, but it just doesn't compare to seeing it in person. Absolutely stunning. And now we're heading into the Wizarding World Paris. Portal number 3 for the day. And the portal just kind of transforms from this magic to this very real tile. And just like that, we're in France. Coming around this corner. Wow, it's big, it's vibrant. But we're gonna go get some breakfast right now, and we'll check out some more rides and do a little exploring, and we'll show you what we find. All right, so we are having breakfast in Paris. I can't pronounce the name of the restaurant, but I did get the butterbeer crepe. We'll show you that. So the butterbeer crepe, it's light, it's refreshing, sweet but not too sweet. You know, I gotta be careful about my sugar, but I am happy I put today's sugar allotment into this. It is everything I hoped it would be, and then some. The cream is light. Oh. Well, we're having a little bit of a rough one here at Epic Universe today. Wait times have been pretty high. A lot of rides are down. Right now, the Battle of the Ministry and Monsters Unchained are both down. In 4 hours, we've only managed to get on 2 things. We did Hiccup's Wing Gliders, which was amazing. The animatronics, the ride was wonderful. We did Constellation Carousel, which unfortunately got some thoughts. A lot of the animals are already broken down. The place has only been open for a week, throwing previews, month and a half, 2 months. It's not that great of a thing. And the ride was very, very short. It was about 2 minutes. Again, it was the coolest carousel I've ever been on. But 45 minutes for a 2-minute ride, not really. So right now we're gonna try to get out of the sun, get in some air conditioning, recoup. We're gonna go see the show, The Untrainable Dragon, which I've heard great things about. And hopefully that'll be a great way to reset and turn the day around. And things that could only happen to me. So we've been here since Rope Drop. The whole day, Monster Unchained has been delayed. The whole day, Harry Potter's been delayed. So we said, you know what? We've been here for 6.5 hours. We've done like 2 things, seen 1 show. We need a break. So we just sat down on the bus to go back to the room and obviously check the phone to see that both Monsters Unchained and Battle of the Ministry are now alive and well. That's okay though, because we forgot our patient pants. We moved on to our cranky pants. So we're gonna go home, back to the room, I should say, take a shower, refresh, and take another stab at it this afternoon. Oh boy. All right, so we're back at Epic Universe. It's about 4:45. Went back to the room and kind of reset, took a shower, because this morning did not go great. A lot of the rides were delayed, not running. So everything is running now. There are some rides with some pretty big wait times, but it is, getting into the shank of the afternoon. Hopefully some kids are getting tired going back to the rooms with mom and dad, and we'll have some better luck. So we're gonna try to get done what we couldn't do this morning, and we're gonna start the way we tried to start, heading over to Stardust Racers. Right now it's got a posted wait of, I think, 35 minutes, and very excited to check it out. All right, we just got off of Stardust Racers. Oh my God, believe the hype. We were on the yellow side, which is a little less intense side, but it was still wildly intense. A lot of ejector air time, a lot of speed. There's a double launch at one point. Oh my God. S tier, would highly recommend. Heart rate's up, so now we're gonna do maybe something a little more chill. Head over to embark, where we'll maybe do Hiccups again. It's a very rare sighting indeed of the Invisible Man. So we're about to head back into the main building. They've been announcing that the ride is delayed, but the line keeps moving, so I'm trying to stay optimistic. Been wanting to ride this all day. It was delayed all morning. We've been in line for probably about close to a half hour at this point, so I'm really hoping we can make that final home stretch and ride Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment. Well, the line is moving again. It's still showing delayed, but we're in one of the rooms that actually has some cool stuff. There's the fireplace. The family tree over there. Very cool fresco painted on the ceiling. Got some lab coats in there and some tools. I think there's something in here that wants to get out. Over the mantle, scene from the original movie. Well, the ride has officially reopened, and we're in the fun parts of the queue now. We're looking at the original monster from the, I think, the 1935 film made by Dr. Henry Frankenstein. It's very cool. Like, there's this like X-ray screen in front of him, and look down here, you can see his feet, and up there's his head. This is kind of really cool. He's got his boxers on. Good times. Checking out the work and how Victoria is improving it. More cool artifacts over here. Medicine bag. And I'm given to understand some of this stuff is actually from the old movies. It's like a detached nervous system there. Some chemicals. Ooh, there's a head floating in some stuff over there. This is really cool. Work desk. Frescoes along the wall. Oh, I think that's the lab up there. They're doing something. And here we are looking at these big old murals of, I'm guessing, previous versions of the monster. You see the electricity coming out of their eyes. Wow, this is already amazing. Everything in here is just so kinetic. Oh, what are they doing to Dracula up there?
I am Igor. My job is to get you through this experiment in one piece. But Igor, I hear you say, where's the fun in that? I agree. You did right, little friend. Sadly, this is not that kind of experiment.
You will see. There's nothing to fear. Show them.
What's that?
Look! Lower the lights. Now. These people are friends. See? There's nothing to be afraid of. He is amazing. Better than the original.
Well, we just got off the Frankenstein experiment, and oh my God, was that amazing. Perhaps the best dark ride I've ever been on. I was so excited for it. It delayed while we were on, but now we're at Das Steak, and I have the Monocaine in the souvenir cup. Ooh, that's good. It's not too sweet, very refreshing after a very hot day in the Florida sun. Can't wait to see my steak on a steak. All right, so the food just got served. We've got, let's go over here. We got the steak. There we go. So we got the steak. Comes with a blood au jus and some mashed potatoes. Looks good. And then we got the steak chicken over here with some mashed potatoes. Look at this little glaze on there. And we're going to dig in and hopefully enjoy it. And we'll check in with you all later. All right, so let's take a quick look around Das Steakhouse. Check out some of this artwork in here. Got what looks like a vampire's ball going on over here. Little face kind of hidden in the art. Above the mantle over here, it's really a mantle because there's no fireplace, but got a couple of staked up vampires. Got some coffins coming through the wall. Very cool atmosphere, like in the catacombs. You got some roots coming through the ceiling. Very cool stuff in here. And the food was phenomenal. So I had the steak. They call it a strip, but it ate to me kind of like a prime rib. It was delicious. It came with some mashed potatoes, a little bit of mushroom, and a lovely little piece of acorn squash. Now, generally speaking, I don't care for squash, but it was good. I enjoyed it. Definitely highly recommend. So nighttime is when Darkmoor really comes alive. With the well, I don't know if it's a well, what it is, but it's really doing its thing over here. Frankenstein Manor, all lit up with the electricity. There's just a kinetic energy and vibrancy. I don't know if vibrancy is the right word, but it's alive. It's alive. But yeah, it really conveys a very realistic, lived-in. You see the experiments going on in the windows. Roving violinist with streetmosphere. All right, well, obviously we're back home from Epic, and let's talk about that day a little bit. So, obviously we did have some struggles throughout the day. There were a bunch of delays. So my best advice, if you're going to go to Epic Universe, remember, it's a brand new park. Don't expect your day to go perfect. Be prepared to roll with the punches a little bit. At one point, like I said, we got so frustrated, we had to leave, go back, reset, get out of that hot Florida sun. But all in all, it was still a great day. The first, I think, 3 things we tried to go on, we couldn't because it was a delay. But still, we managed to get on Hiccups twice, Monsters Unchained, we did the Carousel, we did Stardust Racers. Day 1, we did not get to the Mario World at all, but that's okay. We did spend 2 days down there. But, despite some frustrations, we had some amazing food. We went on some amazing rides and had, overall, a pretty epic day.